When you're making a garment, there are various areas on the garment that need some extra body. They need something underneath them, inside them, to give them their shape, to give them their form. So we use interfacings, we use stiffenings. Now, the secret with stiffening is the stiffening should not overpower the piece of the garment that it's going into. So how do you choose? How do you decide what you do? Well, the thing to do is to test. With the iron-on interfacings, I've got a stay flex here. When you iron that interfacing onto your piece of fabric, it will make the whole thing a lot stiffer. So always test a piece and just see how much stiffness it gives it. If you are undecided, always buy a lighter weight interfacing than you think you'll need. You can always put a couple of layers in of a very lightweight one. Also, be very, very careful when you're using iron-on interfacings, because when you put them on, you can distort the outside fabric. So, cut out the pattern piece that you need to interface, so that it'll give you, in the pattern, it will give you an interfacing pattern piece. Take the interfacing pattern piece, cut out your interfacing, then lay it on the area of the garment that you want to interface, and don't scrub up and down with the iron. Don't do ironing, do pressing. Go up and down, start from the middle and work out, so you're pressing a small section at a time. And what happens with the iron-on ones, they've got beads of glue and they will stick in place. They might need moisture, they certainly need heat, so you might need the combination of moisture and heat to make them stick in place. Another little tip is, when you're using anything with adhesive on it, treat yourself to an oven liner. There's a well-known shop that sells oven liners. Put the oven liner over your ironing board, and then when you're ironing anything that's got sticky on it, the sticky will go onto the oven liner and you can brush it off. If you get the sticky from your interfacing on your ironing board, it will then go on the next garment that you make. Not good. So we've got some stay flex here. Now this is a heavier sort of iron-on cotton. So quite good if you want a really nice sharp sort of stand-up collar, but again, depends what your outer fabric is, test. We have got Ironon Violin here. This is a lovely fine one. So you could use this in your cotton shirts in the summertime, your dresses. We've also got, I'm just going to move that to one side, we've also got a lovely knitted soft one, which you can use not only on knitted fabrics, you can use it on woven fabrics. The beauty of this is it's got a mobility about it and it's very soft. So as I said, always go a bit softer if you're in any doubt. So that's a lovely one. All of these come in black and white. And then we've got tailor's canvas. Now this tailor's canvas, you will need to stitch this one in. So this comes into the more technical area of sewing. As I said, you need to actually learn some stitching, because there's hand stitching that holds canvas in, but this is quite a nice weight to use on most woolen garments. It's not too overpowering, but it moves. You don't want something that's stiff as a board, because it means that the garment that you make will be sort of stiff as a board as well. Now last but not least, we have got this iron-on, well it's a paper with an iron-on backing, and this is great for applying shapes onto a background. So the secret is, cut out a square of this slightly bigger than the motif that you want to make. So say you want to put a leaf on a garment, cut out a square of this, iron it onto the back of a square of fabric that is slightly bigger than your leaf. Then draw your leaf onto the back of this. You've got paper, so once it's ironed on, draw your shape on the paper. Then cut your shape out, and then you'll know that the glue goes all the way to the edge of the shape. Never try and cut this out as a shape and then iron it on, because you'll get mucky edges. And then you peel the paper off the back of your shape, and then you iron it with the glue side down onto the surface of whatever you want to decorate. It's amazing stuff, it really is wonderful, and that is just one of its uses, but again, it's dangerous. Make sure you've got something on your ironing board, and also make sure you've got something against your iron, because if you catch the glue from any of these products on your iron, it will deposit itself on the next thing that you make. So just be careful with them, but they're great to use.